Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 637, for comics originally coming out May the 11th and May the 12th. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, Drew, we've been digging through the previews a bit to start off a lot of our episodes, kind of looking into what we plan on ordering here in the near future, doing a little bit of looking to 2 months away. What you say we jump into DC and see what they got for a future?
Yeah, we did Image last week. Let's hit the old May DC Connect, which is listing comics that are on sale in July. So
they're starting us off with a Kyle and Drew special.
Okay.
Tom Taylor.
Yeah.
Superman Story of Kal-El.
But who is that though?
Who's Tom Taylor?
Who is that? Who is that on the cover there?
Yeah, okay. Here's where we get our first curveball. So we love Jonathan Kent. We love our young
Well, we liked young Jonathan.
We like
I
Super
did.
Sons. Yep.
Yes.
You know, that Super Sons 10 continues to be one of my favorite covers of all time. Blah, blah, blah. So we have who's responsible for aging this dude up to
Bendis.
Friggin' Bendis. So we got Friggin' Bendis that made Jonathan Kent, 19 or whatever.
Well, yes, in some places. Not everywhere.
Oh, crap. I didn't pay enough attention. All right,
but I guess in continuity, he's aged up.
Mm-hmm.
So every time you see him as a Super Son, that's a different continuity and not the real continuity, quote unquote. But who can tell any more and who really cares?
Boy, I hate that.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's really dumb.
Yeah.
But, have fun with this story. I don't want to take it on Tom Taylor. He's been good to me over the years.
But
he's a good dude.
Our favorite version of Tom Taylor is things like the Injustice world, where you take him out of continuity and just say, hey, play with the toys how you want to.
Right, so this will be with strict editorial control.
Exactly, and that's the least Tom Taylor I enjoy necessarily.
I'm guessing, we won't like that as much.
Now, he still continued to do great things, like Nightwing is strict continuity, and he's doing great with that. So
that's true, and he did good with All New Wolverine.
100%. Even though they might as well have just thrown that continuity out. So
yeah, they did. They did trash part of that, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh gosh. So yeah, I mean, it's great that they continue to give Tom Taylor good new things to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what this means for some of the other things he was doing.
It says he's still on Nightwing, and it talks about him still doing some Deceased. So,
well, I think it just says he did Deceased.
It's true.
Because Deceased is over, unless there's more in the tank.
They're going to go back to that well. I'm sure it was too successful.
But they did. I mean, there's so much closure there. I don't know how you reopen it. But I guess
I'm sure they'll be Deceased to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, they'll figure out a way to wedge yourself back in there.
Yeah, you better keep doing Nightwing though. Yeah. So there's a lot of questions. Do we have 20-year-old D-bag Damien in this, or so? Who knows?
I don't think we've aged up Damien. I think he's still 14.
I know. So they can't really hang out because it's just weird.
That is weird, and he's in his own series, and I don't think he's aged up.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, he's in like this tournament over there, and Tournament to the Death. I don't know if you read that first issue of Robin, but it was
I didn't get to it yet.
Pretty good.
Excellent. But something else to try. Superman's a tough sell for me. Aged up Jonathan Kent, tough sell for me. Tom Taylor, not a tough sell for me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I have to read it, but
yep.
I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to like the fact that I have to read it because I want to read more Tom Taylor. Because otherwise, I would. Anybody else, I'd probably pass on this book.
Yeah. I like the N-Huckley variant where they're back down to kids again.
Where's that?
To the left of the...
Oh, yeah. There it was. See, he probably didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably didn't even know.
Do a cover for
hey, it's Jonathan Kent and Damien.
Oh,
yeah, I love
obviously,
those guys.
He's 12, yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't even know either.
Oops. All right. So there's one thing. And we're still on the Superman train with Superman and the Authority next.
Yeah, Grant Morrison.
Is that the Midnighter?
He does some... Authority was a well-received Grant Morrison work. I did not enjoy Green Lantern much.
No.
So I'll probably wait this out and let somebody tell me how great it is, and probably won't dive in on this one.
40 pages, 4-issue 4-issue series, $5 a pop.
I just got a feeling it'll be out there a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
a little hard to comprehend for me. So I'll probably wait. I'll probably just wait. Tell me I'm wrong, someone, when you're loving it each and every issue, and I'll dive in.
What else we got?
We still got Philip Kennedy Johnson working his run on Action, and they're doing the Midnighter backups. I guess that fits. I don't know. Sometimes the backups don't really make sense and don't jive with the main title, but I still think it's okay. You know, if you're not going to get these secondary characters, they're not going to get their own books anymore. That's the only way you're going to see them.
Yeah.
Why not? Then we get a milestone return with Static Season 1, new issue. Vita Ayala doing the writing, and layouts by Chris Cross.
Jump.
And finishes by Nicholas Draper Ivy.
That is the weirdest way I've ever seen somebody say art.
Yeah, layouts and finishes, man. Vita Ayala, is that who did that image book that I liked so much about the Bodyguard app? I'm trying to think what that was called. I've forgotten it now. But I think that's the same writer. I'll have to Google that at some point. But yeah, Static. I'm gonna check this out. Hope it's good. Hope they say, hey, you guys may not have read this first incarnation of this, so we're gonna make this accessible and kind of let you understand who this person is and what this world is. Because then we go into an Icon and Rocket Season 1.
Oh, jeez.
So we got more characters from Milestone. None of these I remember because they were 30, 40 years ago.
Vita Ayala is from The Wilds on Black Mask.
Okay, I was wrong. But I did like The Wilds.
Yeah, that's where I know her from.
Now I gotta find out who I was talking about. And then after that, Icon and Rocket Season 1, which is what we're calling it now, I guess, instead of Volume. All right.
I was going to say, we're going to see. I don't like that.
Yeah. We're going to move into DC's new line, DC Horror. And their first book is The Conjuring, The Lover. So this would be what Hill House was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so good, so well received. We thought we're not going to pay Joe Hill to do it again because we don't want to have to pay anybody.
We're just going to ape his thing, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take that idea and call it DC Horror. Not have a good steward like Joe Hill. We'll just muck it up with our own ideas and just throw some people on it, and we'll see. We'll see how good it is.
Yeah. I like the VHS cassette. That's for number 2.
Yes, very nice. And it has it has a $4.99 price tag on it. Is that because it's
So it's got a main story. It's got a 2-page ad art. It's got a backup story.
So the card stock is so this is the card stock variant. That's $4.99.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Now we're gonna do a Suicide Squad Get Joker #1 by Brian Azzarello with Alex Maleev on art.
Doing it in prestige format. Well, Black Label.
Yeah, it's Black Label. Maybe that's kind of tempting.
Yeah.
So this would be like, is this the same Damned team? Was Maleev on Damned with Azzarello? Batman Damned?
Could not tell you.
But yeah, I'll read
I don't
that.
think Maleev was the artist for Batman Damned.
Yeah, but it was Azzarello, right?
That's right, yeah. We got a Christmas special in July for Batman Catwoman special #1.
Why? We haven't finished. We haven't finished the regular series.
No, it's a $6 one shot.
Is it because it's John Paul Leon and he just died?
Oh, it's possible.
They had this ready to go. He passed away. Let's get this out and not wait till Christmas.
I don't know.
That makes sense.
There's your Sienkiewicz cover on it, though.
But I think he just died, and I think DC Connect's been out for a while.
That's what I was trying. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, then we have Batman Secret Files Huntress, #1. What kind of cover is that?
I don't know, but I immediately was hoping it was Black Label, but it's not.
The Huntress?
Yeah. It's just a one shot. Good looking cover by Irvin Rodriguez.
Okay. So as we consume these pages, I'm trying to get a sense of what the strategy is.
Yeah.
What is DC's strategy? Because this is all kind of different, new way of doing business, comic-wise, right?
Yes.
So we're doing one-shots, not doing a lot of secondary characters getting their own series. We're doing these backup stories. We're doing these sublines now with Black Label and now DC Horror.
And our big thing with Huntress is we are debuting a new power for Huntress. So that's supposed to...
Does that make it... Does anybody care in the collectability world about a new power?
First appearance of invisibility? No.
I wouldn't think so, yeah. No. David Latham doing art, though. I wish we had interiors, because I bet it's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. It's a saddle stitched. Okay, gotcha. So, I mean, not square bound, I guess. Oh, yeah, I'm going to read that. You got me. Damn it.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Yeah. Batman Secret Files, The Signal, #1. And who is Signal? The Signal was he Duke?
Yeah, I think that's Duke.
Yeah, okay. I had forgotten about him.
Yeah. Well, I remembered grabbing Duke's first appearances and stuff just because he was going to be somebody.
We were excited about it, and then he got put on the shelf.
Yeah.
And, yeah, then I forgot about The Signal. So, okay, he's The Signal. Tony Patrick doing the writing. Art by Kristen Duce. I don't know. And it's $4.99 straight up. $5.99 for the variant card store.
All right, you just.
Well, how's the 1 in 25? Oh, I guess it's only $5.99 if you bought 25.
All right, we just had a conversation about secondary characters and not getting a series and blah blah blah, and then I can think of no more tertiary characters than Blue and Gold.
But yeah, Booster Gold, and Blue Beetle. And you know what? I hate to beat another dead horse, but the DC Round Robin, right? Remember the DC Round Robin that we were voting on?
Yeah.
And it was... Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there it was a Blue Beetle, right? There's a Blue Beetle that's still in the running.
Correct.
So this is a this is a Blue Beetle.
Correct.
I don't understand. Help me understand. Let me go to the round robin real quick and see where we are voting wise, because we got to be getting close to the end.
Yeah. Or
at least the finals. Now they're giving us some pages you can look at. Let's see. So we have Green Lanterns now beating Robins 52-47, and Blue Beetle smashing Suicide Squad 65-35, with 4 days of voting left. 4 days still, really? If I recall, Twitter votes, Instagram votes, and then that DC Universe app people vote.
Mm-hmm.
And last time, Zatanna had a healthy lead in Twitter voting. Like, it was like 70-30. So I thought that was just rolling to a victory over Green Lantern, and then all these DC Universe votes came in for Green Lantern and put it over the top. Allegedly. So that was a bummer. We have Blue Beetle, Suicide Squad, Robins, and Green Lanterns. And in this stinking DC Connect that we're looking at right now, we have all those books.
We have all those, exactly.
All those books exist.
Yeah. We also have a March Madness tournament about to be taking place in June, but that's a whole other thing.
It was nice of them to give us, quote unquote, a say in this, but I mean, this has not worked out the way it should have.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, is this a 1 of 8? Blue Beetle and Booster Gold?
Yeah, that's why I said an 8-issue series.
8-issue series?
Yeah.
Okay. And then if he wins it all, Blue Beetle will get a 6-issue series for winning the whole thing?
Yes.
He's already got I see. Explain this to me, somebody. Somebody explain this to me. Okay. I just got to move on. Who's doing this? Oh, Dan Jurgens. Yeah. That'll be good. Ryan Sook doing the art. Yeah, that'll probably be good. But again, if we've already greenlit this, why are we pushing another one? Doesn't make sense. Okay, then we go to Justice League Infinity #1. Oh, our boy J.M. DeMatteis. I think it's DeMatteis. And James Tucker doing the writing with art by Ethan Beavers, the old Ethan Beavers. It's kind of different. Justice League Infinity.
From Justice League Unlimited producer James Tucker and series writer J.M. DeMatteis.
Oh, so it's based on an animated series?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then we're going to slide down to Shazam. Did the Jeff Johns Shazam ever end?
So we got rid of Shazam, and now we're immediately doing a 4-issue series.
This is spinning out of Teen Titans Academy. Which, did we even get the second issue of that yet? Was that this week?
That was, yeah.
We might have got the second issue of that this week. Tim Sheridan doing the writing, art by Clayton Henry.
Then we got your Batman Fortnite 0-point hardcover for $25. Does include all 7 Fortnite codes.
We would have to.
Yep.
Explain to me now. Okay, so you can get all the codes individually.
Yes.
In the 6-issue series.
Yes.
And then if you have all 6 of those codes from the individual issues,
yes,
that combines into a Transformer Voltron code that gives you Batman. Or something like that.
Yes.
And or you can go to DC Unlimited, read them all digitally, and get them.
But that would be at the cost of at least, I believe, 2 months of service, because I don't think you can get them all in 1 month. But I don't know. Yeah,
or you can buy this hardcover. That might also be a trade next month.
But this won't be out until September.
This will be out, yes. And by then, all your boys will have already Fortnited at the codes at that
Correct.
point. And
by then, the skin will be, I don't know.
And you would have been pwned?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. You would have then been pwned because your codes are
basic.
Old and you're basic. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you better get them now.
Get them now.
Yeah. So the best way to do would have been to pre-order them through Kowabunga.
Mm-hmm.
You should have done that. We get that Joker Harley Criminal Sanity hardcover that was collected. The Miko Suion art was fantastic in that book. I didn't really read it that closely. I skimmed it, but the art was fantastic. I loved it. We got a Beast Boy and Raven OGN. Looks a little all-agey there, but that's cool. Good for them. It's
apparently based on a series that's already going.
All right.
The search for answers continues in this series' 3rd volume.
Jessica Cruz gets an Unearthed OGN.
Sure. Moving on.
Yeah. And then we have Wonderful Women of the World.
By our good friend Varios.
Yeah. So an anthology with a Nicola Scott cover. there's a whole piece of DC that's just not for you and me, Kyle.
Correct.
And that's okay, right? We're okay with that.
Absolutely.
We want there to be a new generation of comic people that don't necessarily have our same tastes. They at some point
they should have our same taste.
So in 40 years there'll be a podcast and there'll be some old crotchety people that'll be like, I miss the days of the wonderful world of women and unearth the Jessica Cruz story. We need to get back to that. Because there'll be another new thing. Let somebody else. Yeah, somebody else will be the old crotchety guys.
This is true. There's always more crotchety.
Yes. American Vampire 76 finishes up with issue 10.
Yep, series finale.
Yeah. And then we get into a Batman, standalone, regular Batman, 110, featuring a Ghostmaker backup, which have been unreadable, I think.
Peacekeeper 01 rages on.
Batman Superman issue 20. Does it have a backup? It does not. So that's just a $3.99 book then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without a backup, it's just $3.99. Okay. And then we have Garth Ennis doing Batman Reptilian for
number 2. So we had number 1 last month.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
I probably commented on it. I'm sure I did.
You had some wonderful things to say.
Yeah, I did. 'Cause I love Garth Ennis.
Yep. 6-issue series.
Batman Detective still happening. Urban Legend still going on. Catwoman 33. We ever figure out why Ram V is doing this book instead of Joelle?
Nope.
Oh, because we moved her to... What did we move her to? She's doing one of those other Infinite books. Super Sun still chugging along. I think this is collecting the digital first, right?
That I don't know.
Checkmate. Old Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev doing Checkmate as well. Crime Syndicate's only a 5-issue miniseries, so it's penultimates there. Crush and Lobo issue 2. Go back to the round robin. What was the Lobo? What was the Lobo series that was going on in the round robin? Do you remember?
Was it Crush and Lobo? Hire him to protect Earth or whatever. Mercenary.
Okay. Detective reaches 1039, issue 1039.
The epic conclusion of Mariko Tamaki's first detective arc.
Look at that. Look at that Lee Bermejo cover. Man. Look at that Dan Mora. Still doing Future State. Hey, we're getting a second issue of Infinite Frontier. And a third issue. Justice League 64. And we're bringing Ram V in to work with Brian Michael Bendis for some reason. Uh-oh. Are we transitioning Bendis off of this? Do we know that?
Don't know.
Finally get to a Nightwing. Mystery of Melinda Zuko. You're not loving those covers, though, are you?
No, nothing too great. That variant's not too horrible. Jamal Campbell. I don't mind that.
Redondo must be saving his great art for the second printings.
Yeah.
Pulls out the stops for those. Rorschach, issue 10. It's a 12 issue, right? Or is it just a 10? Can't tell. I've forgotten. Anything else pop out at you there, Kyle?
Nothing else. We kept saying we thought they were going to pare down a little bit, but they do not appear to be doing that.
No, it's just a different type of thing, you know.
Teen Titans Academy with some continued good Red X covers.
Yeah, we're the final issue of Batman Second Son. Joker 5. It's got to be close to the end, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we still have Punchline covers, so that's cool.
Yeah, some great covers for that.
Yeah, some old, like that old school cover I like too.
Yeah, so
we have the 1 in 25 is back to Bane's daughter on cover again, but the heat is off that one.
So the Nice House on the Lake, I'd forgotten. That's actually a Black Label book. It's a horror book, not in DC horror. It's a Black Label book. Yeah. So explain that strategy, Kyle. Why do we launch a DC horror line but still print horror books under Black Label? Why?
These are great questions.
I don't understand. Am I overthinking this? It's just comics, right? It's just let this go. Just let this go.
Funny book turn page.
Wonder Girl is where Joelle Jones is. she's doing the writing and art on that.
All right, that's all we got from me for DC Connect. A few interesting things in there. Some decisions to be made. Mostly things that I, at the end of the day, was like, maybe I'll try. That was about the most you were getting out of me.
Yeah, and I think I'm kind of there with you, some stuff that I will definitely try, and of course I'll continue to read the stuff I have been reading. But some head scratchers too. Like, I'm not really sure why they're greenlighting certain things and why they do what they do and what their plan is long term, but I'll be around. I'll be around to poke my head in from time to time and find out. If you go down to last couple of pages, is the death metal stuff shipping with a vinyl?
Probably.
Or is that just like look like it's a record? It's got the hole in it and everything. It looks like a Rise Against song. Yeah, Flexi single. Look at that. And then Grey Days Flexi single. And then
pretty cool.
Denzel Curry with Flexi single. Huh. So, bringing in the vinyl crowd, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you think that'll be sought after?
Limited to 2,000 units for comic shops. Allocations may occur.
Yeah, there's no price on this stuff.
Or 3,000 for the.
So we have no idea how much they cost yet until I get my order for them. But what if let's say they're under $10, under $5. Let's say they're $4.99.
Oh heck yeah!
Getting all of them. If they're $9.99, no.
No.
$7.99.
No.
So what's your limit is $4.99.
I'd go $6.
So you go $5.99.
I know they're going to be more expensive than that, but I'm not. I mean, based on the fact that they're limited to 2,000 and whatever.
These are reprints of existing death metal, right?
Correct.
Or is this just a special edition of a new death metal book that I don't know? Stay tuned. We're not sure, but one per comic shop basically is what their allocation is.
Yeah.
So I don't know how do you guarantee yourself one? Order early.
Yeah.
Order early often, maybe. I don't know. All right, that's enough DC. Want to do the cover price top 10? Starting at 10 is Something is Killing the Children. The local comic shop day 2020 foil version is now up to $193 for a CGC 98. Number 9, Amazing Spider-Man 365. This is Spidey 2099's first appearance. And this is selling raw for $40. Easy dollar bin pickups. Not that one. At rank 8, we have Green Lantern number 59 from 1968. Because Deadline is reporting that Finn Wittrock is to headline Green Lantern HBO Max series as Guy Gardner. So this would be the first Guy's first appearance way back in Green Lantern 59, which is already
it's a 12 center, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was an expensive book. 17 copies moved, and a CGC 7.0 sold for $900. There should be some of those out there, and maybe some higher grades.
Mm-hmm.
At rank 7, we have Captain America 25. This is now a Phase 4 staple because Sam is now Captain America, and sold 76 copies. And for a 9.8, you can get $630.
Jeez.
Wow. It's crazy. Paper Girls number 1. We've got casting for the Paper Girls in this Amazon series for Paper Girls. And so 60 copies moved, which is great. And if you sent your Paper Girls away to get a CGC 9.8, you got $250 in your hand. And we've all got 10 copies of this thing sitting around. So sure we got a 9.8.
Including some signed ones.
Oh, you have some signed ones.
Oh yeah, I found a deal for a super cheap one with like everybody's signature on it.
BKV and Cliff Chang?
Yeah,
You haven't got me anything for my birthday yet.
it's true.
I think that would be perfect.
It's true.
I'll send that my way. Let's see. We have a rank 5. Marvel Comics presents 72 from 1991. We're hearing rumors of a Wolverine series at Disney Plus. That's it. Just rumors. There might be a Wolverine. Do you have any rumors you'd like to share, Kyle?
I was gonna say,
we
no
could
kidding.
spike something you have a lot of. Let's see. We've got $850 for CGC 98 of this book from 91. Batman Fortnite 0.1 is still doing well. $45.
Never heard of it.
for
Tell me
a
all
raw
about
copy. Sweet Tooth #1 comes in at rank 3.
Did you watch that trailer?
I did not.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Well, I know. I did finish Invincible, though. Did you finish Invincible?
I did not.
Did you finish Falcon and the Winter
I did not.
Soldier? Well, then shut up. And so CGC 98 for Sweet Tooth #1 is fetching $545. Marvel's Superhero Secret Wars #3 from 1984.
I got like 20 of these.
This issue features the first appearance of Titania and Volcana. There's recent rumors that they might show up as a villain in the Disney Plus She-Hulk series. So this moves 64 copies with a high sale of $385 for a CGC 98. Mine is not a 98.
Yeah.
And at #1, we have Black Widow #6. This is the first appearance of Lucy Nguyen as Marigold, who becomes Natasha's protege. Since we live in a world where first appearances are gold, this sold 82 copies and had a high sale of $26 for a raw copy. So I stopped reading this book, so I didn't even know this. Missed out.
There you go. At rank 11, we have Silk #2, the Rose Besh 1 in 25. I waffled on whether to get this a million times. I was looking at it not for flipping purposes, just for my own Silk collection, and I couldn't pull the trigger. But man, it's a good looking cover. Moved a ton. Hit high sales of $200 for raw. Now it's down to about $100. The 8th printing of Something Is Killing the Children. Boy, Something Is Killing the Children is freaking hot. It's a good looking cover for an 8th print. $150 for a CGC 9.8.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Berserker #1 gets 3rd print foil. So as those continue to go out, a CGC 9.8 pre-sale went for $450. The heck. Captain America Steve Rogers #1, the 2nd print from 2016. $40 for raw on that. We talked several times about Cold Dead War from Heavy Metal from George Romero's son, George C. Romero. And it's back up. This one spiked and was a popular book, and then lulled, and now it's spiked again, so that's pretty cool. $15 for a raw copy on that. Spider-Man 2099 at rank 16 from 1992. CGC 9.8 for $195, which is $125 more than it was last year. Rank 17, we still have more Fortnite 0 point #1s. The Kenneth Rocafort cover on that one. Sales have slowed significantly this week. A high sale of $30 for a raw. Black Widow 6 we talked about earlier. There's a 1 in 10 for it, so of course that one's going for good money. The 1 in 10, $30 for raw. New Avengers 40 at rank 19 from 2008. We know the Skrull Queen, Varanki, will be appearing in the MCU, playing a large part in Secret Invasion. Will this be the role Emilia Clarke might be playing? Caused it to move 21 copies and a high sale of $90 for raw. And back on the Black Widow #6, we have the Carlos Pacheco Heroes Reborn variant. $16 for raw on that variant cover.
And now let's head on over to FOC and see what our deep discount buddies have to say.
Yeah, FOC is our final order cutoff, which we get a chance to add a few things to our order, maybe see some final art. It's a really helpful tool that if you missed something, a month and a half ago when you did your previews, you can still get it in your order and not have to chase it on the secondary market. So let's see what we got here. Of course, your DC stuff is due to your comic shop by Sunday, and your other books by Monday. We do all ours through Deep Discount and Kowabunga Comics, and they send us this awesome sheet every Friday evening that we get to peruse and see what we want to add. Things like Batman Fortnite 0 Point number 4, the second print, because every single one of those is flipping to a second print already. The one-shots of DC Pride number 1.
Oh, did you not see Eric's email from Deep Discount?
I did. I didn't circle back to it because I didn't have it when we started, and I didn't.
I'll shoot him real quick. I'll run him over him really quick.
Go for it.
They have Crush and Lobo number 1, DC Horror, The Conjuring Lover number 1, Firepower, the McFarlane cover for Firepower 12, Star Wars War Bounty Hunters number 1, the Venom number 35 200th issue Gleason variant.
Another one of those darn outline covers. I'm sick of them.
Yeah. And then Berserker number 3, the Grandpa. And then most notably I wanted to highlight is Kowabunga Comics exclusive variants for Something is Killing the Children and Shadow Man number 2. So they're doing Something is Killing the Children exclusive cover.
Yeah, number 16, David Sanchez cover.
Yeah, and it's really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Scary and well done, and I think it's going to blow up.
Yeah, it's like a chalk art style.
Yeah. And then we have the Shadow Man number 2, Jenny Frizen. I don't know if we've touched on that yet, but
I saw the number 1. I did not see this number 2. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we have art for that, and it's a bundle as well. You can get the regular version and the sketch. So look for those in your email if you're on the email list, and get on the email list, and you can do that through our show notes to check out some of these.
What is it? Shop.Cowabunga.
Yeah. I mean, we remember when Cowabunga was just a little guy,
just a fledgling agency.
Now
and they
look at
couldn't
them
afford the exclusive Jenny Frizen covers,
and now they're a major player in the variant market. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So anyway, where did you leave off, Kyle?
Crush and Lobo number 1.
Gotcha.
They jumped into the Teams variant. I do like that cover, most of them. Dan Hip Teen variant cover.
And I think we've got to pay attention to Nice House on the Lake. With Something is Killing the Children doing so much, I think you've got to buy one of these just in case.
Yep.
He strikes gold again, and maybe multiple. I don't know that you need to go with the card stock, but if you want, maybe.
We're not stopping you.
Yeah. Anything else in DC that jumps out at you?
Not really. Most of the stuff we talked about in previews, it's just the the issue from a couple prior.
Yeah. So down at Dark Horse, we've got the final issue for Dead Dog's Bite, which I've really enjoyed. Tyler Boss. Worst Dudes, I do not remember during pre-order cycle. Do you remember that one, Kyle?
What was it?
Worst Dudes from Dark Horse. It's a number 1 from Aubrey Sitterson and Tony Gregori.
Oh, yeah, I hated the cover, so I didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, the cover's not great, but it's a book so dirty it'll turn your other comics yellow. So that's pretty dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That kind of stuff sometimes sells and gets sought after. As we get down into Image, there's all the Firepower covers. with both McFarlane and Larson doing a cover, those are going to be sought after.
Mm-hmm.
The Quietly's going to.
A lot of covers.
Yeah, there's a lot of great covers for this, and it's an oversized issue. They're making a big deal out of it, so you should pay attention. Something's going to be going on here, and
Kirkman isn't one to necessarily cash grab you for no reason.
There's got to be a reason for all this. So which issue do you grab?
I'd say you grab the Liefeld, because Liefeld is drawing a character without a single pocket on him. Or a pouch.
Because it's rare?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pouchless Liefeld cover.
Yeah, Liefeld's another founder doing one of these covers, so that's what that would be cool if they had like Wills Pertasio and all the original founders do covers for this stuff. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. They got most of them. Was that Jim Lee on that one? Yeah. Sorry, that's Mindy Lee. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't think he crosses over much to Image anymore. But those are kind of cool. I don't know which one. I'm usually partial to Quietly, but there's a lot of other tempting ones on this one. And there's a reason there's so many covers. I just don't know what it is. I'm not that. I think I'm only on 8. I think I've only read through 8, so I don't know what's happening.
Nocturna number 2 getting a third print. Nocturna number 3 getting a second print. And Nocturna number 4 available with a Jenny Frison B cover.
My 4 Walking Dead's variants there. My march to 19 and where my decision point lies after that.
Absolutely.
What am I going to do? Stay tuned. We slide down into Marvel. We're getting an Iron Man annual. That's cool. Annual season.
Annual season has arrived. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 1. I want that friggin' action figure variant.
Is that different than the one you already have?
The really good one was the black one. The black action figure variant. I think that was last.
Yeah.
That was my choice for last week.
And look at all these 200th issue of Venom covers. It's ridiculous. Lots of them.
I'm still clicking on Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
All right.
Yeah, it's a lot of friggin' Venom.
What's J. Scott Campbell doing?
That's exactly the one I clicked on. Not bad.
Don't like the... I don't think it's finished.
You like those Varegi covers, don't you?
I kind of do. I think they're interesting, but no one else seemed to have caught on. And now he's kind of got... It's not even as stylized as it used to be. That one's way different. And why are we looking at the back cover? The ad on the back cover? Why do we care about that? Doesn't make any sense. Then as we finish with Marvel, we go down into AWA, our good friends over at Artists, Writers, and Artisans for Moss number 1 from J. Michael Straczynski. I'm sure it'll be good.
Could be interesting, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be good. They most all are. So from Boom, we have a book called Basilisk number 1. It's a Colin Bunn book. Boom also has a pretty high hit rate with me.
Mm-hmm.
There's that Many Deaths of Layla Starr that I like so much. Had to do a public apology to Rom V.
One of Drew's many public apologies.
Yeah, it seemed to be doing a lot of retractions.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just stop spouting off.
Then what would we talk about, Drew?
Done it. From Action Lab, we have S Factor number 1.
And that was dumb.
Yeah, it's one of those social media influencer type of comics that I don't want to hear about those people.
But I was interested in Out of Body number 1 from Peter Milligan and Aftershock.
Okay.
So that seemed like a pretty cool one.
And then from Black Mass, we have Everfrost number 1. Looks pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
Of course, all Black Mass looks pretty good with their first issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's that second and third and pesky fourth that really gets you.
Yeah, when you hope they'll be there and they're not always around.
Yeah. Zenescopes gives us the Tales of Terror Quarterly Game Night. This is an anthology, supersized 72 pager. It's pretty good. And then if you just want one of the Something as Children, you don't want to buy the bundle. Mm-hmm. The the Kowabunga exclusive is $20, and then the Shadow Man exclusive is $15. But then you can buy the Virgins and the Gray Tones and the sketches for different various price points, and as well as bundling those together. Those are pretty sweet, man.
Absolutely.
Super tempting.
Bundling the Something is Killing the Children gets you $10 off. Bundling the Shadow Man gets you $15 off.
Yeah, it's almost like a free one.
Did you talk about that Whalesville from Bad Idea?
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. I only bring it up because it's your boy Matt Kent.
And this is a OGN, a single comic. What is it?
$10, so I assume it's a one shot from Bad Idea. I believe in OGN.
I have no idea what it is, what it's about.
And there's even less information on Murder Hobo
from Scout.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you, previews. Okay, very cool.
But some cool things, some neat things in there to pique your interest. A couple things I think I'll probably need to add. Probably gonna try not to miss Nice House on the Lake, so we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
But you want to jump to our friends at cbsi.com, check out Comic Book Invest, and see their Hot 10.
Let's do that.
All right, let's head over there and see what their top 10 books are. At rank 1, we talked about it a bit earlier. Black Widow, number 6, the 1 in 25 Raza cover. Almost doubling from last week. This is now selling for $125 to $150. A big plus for this variant is that the A cover continues to sell well and in large quantities at $20 to $25. Talked a little bit about Green Lantern 59, casting of Guy Gardner for HBO's Green Lantern show has caused the price point to increase on this across the board. A 7.0 sold for $800, a 6.0 for $575, and even a 3.0 sold for over $500. These are by far all-time highs in these grades. HBO doesn't do anything lame, so all I can do is just cross my fingers.
Yeah. I mean, Guy Gardner's a great character, man.
Oh yeah,
it was a good choice by them, so I think it's going to be awesome. So, should I be gathering up all my Justice League International with Guy Gardner on the covers?
Yep, all of them, and then as soon as the casting hits, and all that fun
those
stuff,
are gonna anything with Guy on the cover is gonna take off like
for a little bit. It's gonna pop for a little bit.
Yeah.
At rank 3, we have Star Wars number 23, the Jorge Molina 1 in 25 variant, written by our boy Jason Aaron. From what I can gather, and with a little help, misinformation is apparently out there that this is the first Bad Batch on the cover, but it isn't. But the price has already skyrocketed from $20 to $120. Clearly no Star Wars expert, but just be careful what you are spending your dollars on, people. So, people are searching for Bad Batch. This ain't Bad Batch.
Did you watch it?
I started it, but I haven't made it through. It's, 74 minutes for that first issue or episode?
And?
It's a long one. It's really good. I love those characters. They were involved in Season 7 of Clone Wars.
I gotcha.
Really cool.
Gotcha.
And they've been my little Star Wars game I play on my phone. They've already introduced those characters into it, so I've been learning of them quite a bit from that. At rank 4, Lady Killer number 1. This is one show that I will definitely want to see. 9.8s are at $350, and Rawls are over $125. After forever being rumored to be becoming a show, it looks like it's finally happened. Haven't heard from Diablo Cody in quite a while, though. Does she still have the chops to make this show what it should be?
Yeah, let's hope so.
She did Juno, right?
Yeah, and a bunch of stuff after that. But yeah, with diminishing returns, I think.
I think Juno was the high watermark.
Might have been.
Yeah.
And mine is I think mine is signed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I have more than one. Issue 1. Bummer.
I think I just have the one. Eve number 1, the Inhyuk Lee 1 in 50 variant. This one definitely is a head scratcher to me. But then again, almost everything nowadays is. It's over $125. At rank 6, Secret Wars Secret Love number 1. This is basically a non-seller. Now it is a $30 to $40 book. Throw a few eyes on something that isn't that easy to find, and this is what happens. Right or wrong.
I don't even remember this one.
I don't either. Star Wars High Republic number 1, the Gabriel Del Auto variant, 85 to 100. This cover is so awesome, and oddly, only one that thinks Del Auto should do at least one cover for every character out there. Anyway, super curious as to what happened to the price of this when the initial supply in the U.S. starts to sell out. At rank 8, we have Holy Brandon Lee. It's the Crow number 1. A 9.8 just sold for shy of $10,000. Props to John Z, as he has been hailing this book for years. What is the ceiling on the Crow number 1?
From Caliber Comics?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. At rank 9, we have Wellsville. Continuing the bad idea trend, all books are selling for much higher than their cover price right out of the gate. Will this trend continue on?
Well, we can FOC that right now if we want to.
I wonder if that'd be a subsequent print or how that works.
Yeah.
Those bad idea people don't make things easy for us to figure it out.
Yeah, and you can't trust them.
Yep. And at rank 10, we have new X-Men number 5. I'm assuming that someone mentioned that this is a buy because of the first appearance of Pixie, while else would this $5 to $10 book be going for $20 to $25? Anyways, start taking.
New X-Men Academy. I don't remember this one either.
Yep.
Crazy.
Honorable mention, we have Fathom number 11 from 2006. The Michael Turner Wizard World Texas variant, limited to 1,000. Was not aware of this one, but it has moved into my top 5 favorite Turner covers. It's for Michael Turner. Only one prior sale that could find for a Turner signed copy for around $75. This week, an unsigned copy sold for $200. There's currently nothing else listed for sale on it.
I mean, there can't be that many of these are out there. So,
yeah.
I don't really think he's that great, but people like him.
And we have Planet Comics number 51 in the old 10 center. A 9.4 copy sells about every 2 years and is sold at the same exact amount since 2015, $2,400. A copy sold this week for 50% higher at $3,700. Love the random skull laying on the ground. And what is the smoke trail that is wrapped around Our Lady in Red?
So that's weird. So there's that many 9.4s that they sell every couple of years since 2015.
I guess.
And was this a 9.4 that sold for $3,700?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, they always pull something really cool and interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. All right,
Drew, we've talked about the past. We've talked about the things that we may or may not have hit on, the things that we may or may not have missed and what's spiking. But, Drew, we are here to talk about the future. What can I walk into my comic shop next Tuesday, next Wednesday, and pick up because it is going to make some money straight off the bat? Let's head on over to our friends at Lunar for our DC titles.
That
come out the 11th. Let's see.
The art germ cover for DC's Festival of Heroes is really nice.
This Urban Legend series is cool. I love these covers.
Yeah, it's Simone Bianchi is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the David Marquez as well. Very nice.
I really like the DC Festival of Heroes, the art germ.
Yeah, that's the one I liked. Yeah,
it's so good. Yasmin Putri doing a great job on the Future State Gotham #1 cover.
Covers for Joker, of course, are really awesome. Rorschach has a great Jim Chung cover. Wonder Woman Josh Middleton cover is really nice. Man, some great stuff.
And let's head on over to Previews World because that's all I can find in our good friends at DC. Look for May the 12th and see what we got there.
I like the Ice Cream Man cover. It's like a black and white flyer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting. That's for issue 24. I told you how much I loved Carmen, right? I do. I loved Carmen a lot. The first two issues were fantastic. So this is issue 3. That's out.
You talked well about Home, the second printing of number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did talk about Carmen, Skeleton Girl. Yeah.
I did read the first issue of Silver Coin. So I remember there was a show once that I was talking to you about, and you were like, "It sounds like Twilight Zone," and I don't like Twilight Zone, so I'm not watching that. And Silver Coin's kind of felt like a Twilight Zone episode.
Mm-hmm. I don't dislike Twilight Zone. I don't like spooky or creepy.
Yeah,
Black Mirror type stuff.
that was the show I was talking about.
Yep.
Time Before Time. From Declan Shalvey.
I'll give it a shot. 2140.
Yeah, it looks good. Futuristic. They'll smuggle you back in time for a better life. I like the concept. Where are we going, Kyle? What era are we going to go to?
You already asked this, and we answered this question about whether they'd go back to the 80s or what we do.
Excuse me.
And I think I'm gonna go back to the 90s.
Yeah, go to some rock shows, man.
That's right.
I want to see them.
When I go to a concert for $12.
Yeah, before. Well, Ticketmaster was still around, but
they didn't have a $19 service charge or whatever.
Yeah, it looks good to me. As we look down into Dark Horse, I see Resident Alien is finishing up with its 6th issue for Your Rides Here. House of Lost Horizons, we talked a little bit about. This is a Mike Mignola book. Its first issue launches. And for Black Hammer's 4th issue, we're giving Mariko Tamaki a chance at the Black Hammer universe. So this has been fun to see different people take a crack at it.
Nifty, nifty, nifty. I trust you for all my Dark Horse news because nothing there, unfortunately, tickles my bell.
Then I'll give you IDW.
No, sir. There's no need to do that.
No, after you. No, sir.
Yeah.
After you.
Yeah, nothing in IDW. Kanto's, of course, good, but it's too late.
Black Cat down in Marvel. Great book. Love this book. And that's the future Moon Knight writer doing that book, so tune in while you can.
There you
go. What do you think of that Peach Momoko Fantastic Four?
Not bad. I like that. Oh, yeah, the Wife of Doom.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's awesome.
And even the Scotty Young's pretty sweet. I like how everybody kind of takes a shot at a marriage cover.
Yeah. Silk number 3 continuing to do well.
Are you still enjoying Star Wars High Republic?
I read 3, and then I haven't read anything since then.
Okay. Well, 5 comes out this week, so
Yep.
4 is the other one you're behind on.
Yep. And then I'm not. I think I'm one behind on the IDW series as well.
And then we were both pretty enamored with X Corp #1, the David Aja cover.
Yes, love that Aha cover.
We liked that a lot.
So good. So good. I'll give you all of the dynamite.
I am going to slide on down to Boom then and see if there's anything that tickles my fancy. And a couple things I'm just reading. Proctor Valley Road I'm enjoying. And that is I guess that's it from this week.
Tom Taylor on 7 Secrets as its 8th issue comes out.
Yeah, yep. I'm so far behind on that one. I think I'm in first, so I need to.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that.
Down from our smaller customers, publishers.
Publishers.
Gee, my goodness, I'm stroking out. Black Cotton was the book I was trying to think of a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I kept saying Black Friday. It's Black Cotton.
So Junkie Cable #1 from Behemoth Comics. That is a weird looking book.
Yeah, like Behemoth. They seem to do some cool stuff.
Yeah. Silver City #1 from Aftershock. Olivia Quatero Briggs. Luca Merli on art. When a young roughneck lands in Silver City, the gritty purgatorial metropolis of the afterlife, she must adapt to her new existence while attempting to uncover how and why she died.
And there's a second issue for You Promised Me Darkness. First issue blew up, did really well. So keep an eye out for that second issue to do the same. And I think that's all I have from the back half.
All right, Drew, this point of the podcast, we're asked for your pick of the week. What's the one book to make sure you snag up and grab? Because it's going to have a little bit of value, and you're going to be able to do all kinds of fun stuff with it.
I'm going to go with Time Before Time.
Very nice.
Oh, is that yours?
No. I really like that X Corp cover, but I just don't know if anything fun will happen in that book.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when I was mulling over my order on whether to...
But it's kind of a down week, so why not?
X Corp it is.
X Corp #1, the David Aja cover. That's enough to get me in and reading it, so we shall see. Krakatoa is for closers.
There you go.
All right, well, thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself as all the books this week, all the heat for the last couple of weeks, and everything going on in the world of comics. We didn't talk anything about our Patreon this week, Drew, and all the cool things that you can get for signing up, all the different giveaways you can get in, all the Slacks where we chit-chat about all these things at a time, and we get in there and suss about whether we should or shouldn't on certain purchases, and, talk about the TV shows we are and aren't watching, all kinds of fun stuff. Be part of those conversations. Go into Patreon and search for Comics Fun and Profit, and you can be part of all that fun stuff. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.